Alrighty, well, let's put the mouse up here for now, and we're going to exit out of that. Open up browser chat. Here we go. I'm gonna actually leave it clicked on. Gonna set this up. All right. Where is this at? back to the stream here. Hey, what's up, Zach? How's it going? Doesn't even know I'm here. What do you mean I don't know you're here? I know you're here. Where did I put that? I appreciate you stopping by, man. Currently the only one here. I figured, you know, I was going to do this anyways. I was like, I might as well stream. I don't really have a TV show or nothing I wanted to watch today while I'm doing this. So, figured, you know what? Haven't done a lot of content recently. Let's bust out the stream. Good, yeah. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Pretty chill day today. Haven't really done a whole lot. Mostly just starting to do this now. Me and my fiance are celebrating our anniversary a little bit later, so I'll probably be streaming for like, I don't know, probably about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So just chilling. How about you? How's your day so far? I guess it's probably pretty late in the day actually, right? It's probably about 8 o'clock there right now. Or hell, what do you guys call it? I don't know what the time is in 24-hour time. You're prepping to pull. Oh, yeah, it's probably like exam week or something, right? T 2,500 words to write in 18 hours. That's like what, 5 pages? Right? Isn't it like, or like maybe 10 page or 6 pages? You got it. I think it's 400 words per page roughly. Maybe I'm wrong though. It's been a while since I've written a paper, so. But yeah, you can do that in 18 hours, dude. You're good. Well, depends on if you need a bunch of research. Oh, you can see here I'm using some T1s up top because I ran out of Kiwis on this board. Apparently I didn't have enough. It's honestly, I might actually have enough because I did a couple. I have a Kiwi right here for some reason on this board, and I have an actual holy Kiwi right there. I don't know if I have any more on this board though. We're gonna do the getter on switch puller. Kind of want to hear what it's like on the ID80. We'll put I versus. Oh, that's not even the right. I'm so used to not having a number or not having like an F row, so like it throws me off all the time. Okay, we'll do like a 2 and a 9. You 5-6 pages? Yeah, you got 5-6 pages in 2 days. I want to hear like a regular Holy Panda on this boy too. What is this? Is this a Holy Panda also? It's a lubed Kiwi. That's a inverted Holy Kiwi. That's a T1. What the hell am I doing with this board? I'm looking like got a Hippio board going on. Didn't even know. Yeah. Oh, you need a bunch of research. See, yeah, that's where the tough part comes into play. All right, let's try that out. There we go. Put the 0 on that. Alright, ooh, got my cameras in the way here. I'm trying to get the mic down here so you can hear this. I'm gonna pause the music real quick. I need Alright, I need your opinion, Zach. So let me hear it. This is gonna be Holy Panda 1, my arms away. Holy Panda, Holy Kiwi, and then this is Kiwi non-lubed. So we might as well just do a lubed Kiwi, because I do have one lubed Kiwi, so we're gonna do that real quick. Let me now hate these damn things. Gotta get that guy. Yeah, Gulio Tech. So I think I'm going 205G0 because my Holy Pandas are already lubed with 205G0, so that way I probably won't have to lube the stems. I may need to redo them, but I didn't want to have to mix. I was thinking about going 3204 or 3203 on this one, but decided against it. So here is the 3 tests here. So Holy Panda, Holy Kiwi, regular Kiwi, all lubed with 205G0, I think. Interesting. For some reason, the pandas feel like the tactile event is way less sharp for some reason. And I don't feel like I've ever thought that before. I wonder if I got like lube on the legs or something, because this, I mean, this feels almost like a linear to me. It clacks, it thocks pretty dang hard when it hits the bottom, but like the Holy Kiwi is so jarring feeling. That's why I like it's like it's immediate. I mean, that's kind of how the Kiwi is too, but the Kiwi doesn't bottom out as sharp. So I think we're gonna go Holy Kiwis. I really need to get some more keycap sets here. Oh, and for the fun of it, I guess we'll go ahead and do the hybrid key, the opposite of Holy Kiwi. You can't remember the order? Well, you see the order now. Where's my getter? Oh, it's in my hand. That's why. But number 2 sounded best. Good. That's what I like to hear, because number 2 is the Holy Kiwi, and that's what I was thinking. And then this just kind of looks like a koala. Honestly, it's kind of funny. So let's try that real quick. Yeah, my camera's getting in the way. That's not bad. It's pretty muted sounding. Yeah, it was a Holy Kiwi. That's like really muted sounding. I'm not gonna pull that out with my hands like that. That's like a strange. It like doesn't bottom out almost. It's weird. I wonder if the Holy Panda housing, the Envier housing has yep, Frank is switching. It's time. I wonder if the Envier housing has like a deeper bottom out, like it has a I don't know, deeper well in the bottom of it, so it's harder to bottom out on it, or something. Cause this thing doesn't feel like it bottoms out when you. It's kind of interesting. I know. I remember originally I thought I hated this switch, but it actually is kind of nice. yeah, from time to time, this thing does not work great, especially on my ID80 because this board keeps things so tight inside there. Sometimes it's really perfect, but I've traditionally just like destroyed a lot of this part of the switch. Oh man, there's no lighting here. Can't get to focus. Okay, so this is like the big back part. This front part, that little spot where the switch puller grabs, I've destroyed a lot of those in the past. So this thing does help with that, but sometimes it just doesn't grab the switch very well. You have to be really like precise on how you put it down. Like that one was not good, but it still worked. We're gonna get the NK65 out of the way because that's what's got my Holy Pandas in it. So we're gonna be doing. I don't honestly. I don't know what they would be called. The inverted Holy Kiwis. The panda housing with the kiwi stem. The panda kiwis. I don't know. Like you can't even really make a name out of it because kiwis are just a single name. But I definitely like Holy Kiwis better than creamsicles, and creamsicles have way more hype. Mostly, I feel like linears get a lot of hype. Think about like alpacas and like tangies and like those kind, and creamsicles and what was it, alpaca sickles? Is that what it is? I don't. You're better now? What do you mean you're better now? Oh, I need to turn the music back on. Got Pokemon Go up. My buddy's trying to get me to do a raid. Unholy Candace. Oh, is that like, do people usually call it like unholy? Is that like the opposite of? Is that? That's gonna break the damn thing. Is that a common? This is way easier. We're gonna use this for now for the inner ones. The top switches I may have to go back to. Just realized I have my space bar still in there. Catching that Hitmonchan. Whoop. This board is filthy. You wish you just made it up. See, I wasn't, because I know like unholy gets used, but I don't know the context in which it does. And I think unholy might be used for a specific type of switch. Like, I don't really know though. But these Holy Kiwis are damn nice. Man, I can't catch this Hitmonchan. No clue what they're actually called. Alright, Zach, do you have any experience with Duroc films? These guys? So I have, on the back I have desk keys. Hey, what's up, Larry? Thanks for stopping by. I think I far prefer the desk keys. They're way thicker and a lot easier to apply. I would say like almost every other switch film, when on the Duroc, when I went to go close the housing, they would get caught inside the housing and I had to like undo the switch, and it just made like lubing switches, making switches like take way longer than it needed to, especially because on my these guys right here, I guess you can't see this board. It's got my dragon fruits in it, so I didn't lube the top housing because I just didn't think it would be that beneficial. Dragon fruits aren't really scratchy, they're just pingy because of the leaf. And it just took long because I was like, dude, I was bypassing the whole top housing, but then I had to do all this extra time by taking it apart. It was a big pain. Let's see what we got on this Hitmonchan here. Decent. Get rid of him though. Guess I've never got a good Nidoking in this game. Like I never have upgraded it because, or never evolved it, I mean. Because I've not gotten a good one. Even though it's been out since the game came out. This thing like looks violent because of the way you have to like full fist it. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of sad. You only have experience with Deskies, TX, and Kibo. Okay, so what out of those would you say? What do you have a preference? Would you say you prefer Deskies? That's from what I can gather. Most people seem to prefer Deskies. Like, I watched a couple videos of people who had reviewed them. I remember. Can this throw my stuff around? I think it was Key Bon did a video a while ago on all the Switch, or a lot of the major Switch films, and I think he preferred Deskies, and the other one was, maybe it was Kibo? It might have been Kibo? I don't remember. TX are the ones that are plastic, right? Puller was a bit grippier. Might wrap tape now. Oh, I kind of understand that. Deskies 10 out of 10. Yeah, I think I like Deskies best from my experience, but I've only had Durock and Deskies. I think I would prefer not ever using Durock again, because they're just so thin that they just fold. They're really annoying to apply. Yeah, E1, I definitely get that. This thing is not very grippy, and I can get a little clumsy and throw my stuff around. Pain it, yeah. Is this Nidoran good? Let's check. Nope, it's hot garbage. We're never gonna get a good Nidoking, guys. It's not possible. Or actually, I might already have one, but I don't know. Oh, you jumping on me like that, mate? I did recently. I kind of wanted to do a video on this, but not a video, but like maybe a short. Kibo was so bad. All right, I won't get Kibo. I don't think it was Kibo then. Deskies. I'm trying to think of what else he did. Maybe it was TX. There we go. But I did recently for my ID80, which I've not really used my ID80 in months. So I got an acrylic bottom, and it's fantastic. Makes this thing actually sound pretty good. I have always hated how pingy it was. This thing is filthy. I don't think you guys can see. It's just covered in like dust and hair. Disgusting. We'll throw that to the side. We got all the Kiwis out. I wish I had another container. You know what? We may just put them in the bowls for now. What's up, E1, though? I don't think I said what's up. I just saw that you message. Dude, okay, E1, this is kind of an important topic. I've been seeing tons of people getting into doing the what's it called? The Gundam, like model making and stuff. Like, I've been seeing tons of people doing it, like randomly online on like Instagram, people that I follow, like that I've never seen them post anything like that. People are just getting into it. I wonder if it's like a newer thing that people are getting into, like a hobby or something that people are just getting into. I don't know. It's like if you ever watch the show Haunting of Hill House, there's a character in it. What's that, 9080? All right, let me pull it back out, Ollie. Yes, this is an ID80. This is a V, I believe a V1, or yeah, no, it is a V1, and this is also the one that has the plate mount stabilizers, which kind of sucks. I would really prefer not having plate mount stabs. You can kind of see in the corner here how disgusting this board is. Have not used it. It's covered in dust because I don't use it. But I want to start using it, which is why I'm making these switches. Gunpla. That's what it is. Okay, but yeah, if you've ever watched the show Haunting of Hill House, there's a character, I forget. He's the his name is like ooh, guys, wait, hold up. I was just talking about this. Look at them stats. That's my Nidoking right there, boys. We're gonna favorite that. Oh, and there's another one, and that's just enough. The Pokemon Go stream. Let's go. Give him the pin app. Ultra Ball. Catch that boy with the great throw. ID80 versus GMMK Pro. I do not have a GMMK Pro, but I would argue that they're probably similar. The ID80 V2 seems like a pretty good offer in like the acrylic bottoms. Bakaneko 60 from Cannon Keys. I have actually. I saw the Bakaneko 60 a couple days ago, and it actually looks pretty sick. I feel like anything Cannon Keys is doing recently is pretty nice. I forgot I don't have arrow keys on that board, and I'm not used to... Oh, Cannon Beach Weather. What is that? Let's go to Cannon Keys. Who is my best Pokemon? I would argue... Oh, that's another pretty solid one, but we're going to get rid of him. Okay, so I would argue my best Pokemon is probably Raikou. I have a shiny Raikou that's like near perfect, and it's pretty insane. Let me look at this. So, let's see if we can get that to focus. Well, you can see its stats from there. Boy is shiny, almost perfect. It's missing 2 stats from its bottom. But you think ID80, your favorite ID80 version is the ID80 Plus. I don't know if I know about the ID80 Plus. Acrylic bottom is bigger, which makes it sound really good. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, the acrylic bottom is like a necessity on the ID80. I don't think the I would not recommend the ID80 from my experience now to anybody if they don't have the acrylic bottom. But with the acrylic bottom, it's pretty solid. Oh, they got lavenders on here. Dark Amber T1s. That's cool. Yeah, Canon's got some cool stuff on it. Let's see. Group buys? Oh, no, ended group buys. Where's the Bakaneko? Is Bakaneko a new group buy? You evolved a Nidoqueen the other day with your shiny. Nice. ID80 V2 without brass. Okay. Highest CP is slacking. I have a 3,975 slacking. Dude's a absolute chonker. And near perfect. It's missing 1 attack stat. Yeah, so where is Cannon Keys? Are they located? Like, do you guys know where they're located at? I don't know if I've ever bought anything from Cannon Keys. Let's put the phone off to the side. All right. Starting soon. Cannon Keys is so much cool. Okay. Yeah, I realized I had like 6 different conversations going on at once. I kind of feel like I got split personalities or something. I honestly don't remember anything going on. Rhode Island, if you recall. Okay, I'm East Coast. Well, I'm Ohio, so kind of East Coast, Eastern, Midwest, I guess. So it's not too far away. What did Larry ask? Oh, the B-Box. I do not know what B-Box is. What's up? Alright, y'all, we are back. That's a scuffed. There we go. You paid 15 for a dust mat. Oh, 15 per cannon cost shipping. 15. You've got a shiny Swablu at 600 CP. You're starting to try to evolve. Yeah, let me pull up my shinies here. I'll get my camera to focus on my phone if I can. There we go. Okay. So, these are all my shinies I have. Here, we're gonna do not disturb. There we go. I have a lot of Electabuzzes, like 11 of them. Oh, wrong thing. And I do have a Swablu on here. Maybe I might have transferred it to Sun or to Sword and Shield. Oh, there it is. Altaria. You don't love 60%, so you have a few outstanding cannon key orders. Yeah, I'm not a big 60% fan either, personally. Hey, hit that exclamation point in Discord in the chat. I'm gonna do this because it's faster, and these keycaps are nice, but they're only 50 bucks, whatever. Or actually, I got them for 35. I think there were pink. Wasn't there a pink one? Ooh, this board's even more disgusting than the other one. I don't think I've been using this one a little bit at work and stuff, but I haven't cleaned it. So this might be a good opportunity to do that. Fun painting project. Let's see if it works, E1. I'm pretty sure it should work. There it is. Honestly didn't know if it worked because I just set up Nightbot on my last stream for build. I do have exclamation point build set this time too, but like all it is just says what I'm making the certain switches. So it's not like it's an actual build. But I'll turn my phone back off of do not disturb. Gotta make it so I can't message announcements and stuff. Yeah. I have not put a lot of time into my Discord yet. Oh, we got Hipyo Tech in the chat. But yeah, I've not done a lot to my Discord. It's kind of a work in progress because like there just isn't much of a demand for it, obviously, at the moment. So it's just kind of something I've been, thinking about doing. I've mostly put more time into theming it. The roles and stuff are themed to be Tokyo Ghoul themed, because got to keep that vibe going. But I just figured it'd be a cool thing to get going eventually. Is this gonna be better for this? Yeah, it is. I always have a little bit of trouble with pulling out Holy Pandas for some reason. They're like kind of a fragile, I feel like the housing is like fragile. I've broken the little pins on it a couple times, like the pins that you grab with the pullers. Going too fast. Dude, there is so much hair in this board. Dude, this one's actually broken. Interesting. Now, I will say, Holy Pandas were the first, like, legit Switch I bought. I mean, I bought Browns. But I don't think I ever put Browns in my board. I put Kale Box Browns in my first board. But Holy Pandas were, like, the first Switch I bought after that. Like, went straight for the expensive. NK65 Stiff Boy. Yes. NK65 does not want Switches to come out. Which is hilarious because you look at this board. And if I just do... Bam, Switch just comes out with the stem, or with the keycap. I love that though. That's the goal. Because they don't fall out on their own, but it saves a lot of time, honestly, for me at least. Hopefully, I actually get around to being able to lose some of these, because I'm gonna have to take them all apart. I do gotta leave around a little bit after 4. Well, maybe no, I don't necessarily need to leave around then. I'll probably leave around 5:30. I was gonna hit up IKEA because I'm picking up food for me and my fiance for our anniversary dinner tonight, and I was gonna pick up food and stop by IKEA, which is right next to it. Taking keycaps off switches. Hey, you know, everybody's got their things that they like, and for some reason I like that. Holy Bobas. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about Bobas. I haven't bought into them because, to be quite frank, I haven't bought a lot of switches recently because I still haven't lubed my Kiwis. I still haven't lubed my Tangis. I feel like there's other stuff. Like, I've got these T1s here. For a friend's build that he should be getting soon. He bought the Kara, like when Kara first became a thing, and yeah, it's still not shipped yet. It's been like a long time, but yeah, I wanted to go to IKEA because I want a new TV stand for my downstairs area. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use the, what's it called? But thank you, Yuan. I appreciate it. This is our last anniversary as a non-married couple. It's kind of a weird, surreal kind of feeling. So I recently too, this is kind of a way off topic thing. That's kind of how I work here. I've been getting real back into Pokemon again, like playing the playing a lot of games and stuff. Like I just bought a bunch of reproductions of Portico next month. Nice. But a bunch of reproductions of the what is that, the Game Boy Advance version. So I bought Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, which I already had Fire Red, but it just came with all 5 of them came together. Jeez, this thing is hella stiff. So I'm like getting back to that, and then I'm also gonna be taking, this might be a cool stream thing to do actually, taking this boy and replacing the shell. So this is like an original Game Boy Advance, and gonna be completely replacing the shell with I'll pull up what I'm replacing it with. So on Amazon I bought this guy, so it's like a soft touch Scarlet Red, and then I also got red buttons and stuff too, so it's gonna be pretty fire. Although I do really like this shell. I'm also gonna be getting eventually a backlit screen for it too, but that might be a while. But so I'm just been getting into like building stuff recently, and like a lot of like I don't know, weird not weird, but just like hobbyist, enthusiast type stuff. Natural to the keyboarder, to be honest. That board is filthy. Get that out of the way. So now we got all the switches here. But yeah, Hipyo, I appreciate it. I don't think I've said that yet. We've been together for too damn long, so it's about time, I think. I think these switches are also pretty gross, but I'll probably have to clean them off as I... Luckily, I'm just using the stem, but I might actually just relube the stems too, honestly, because I think I overlubed the hell out of these things when I first did them. Looking at 75% boards, more than 65 type right now, though. See, the thing for me is, like, I thought I really liked 75%, and then I started using my ID80 to game, and I can't tell you the amount of times I hit that damn tilde button instead of hitting the escape. I literally do it all the time, and I get so confused. I can't get used to it again. I'm really thinking I'm about the 65%. Also, just don't need F keys for most of the things I do. Like, only time I ever used F keys ever is like playing RuneScape and doing raids in RuneScape, and that was about it. Here is the weird switch. Digging out all the non-switches. ODD. Even though no jelly epoch, I bought some nice headphones. And a pen. Nice. Yeah, dude, E1, these are those, oh man, my lighting is so bad. Those, headphones that we were talking about the other day. I'm thinking about buying some new headphones, though. Maybe slightly upgrading on them. So if you have any recommendations for something that's probably in the less than $200 range for specific to IEMs that have a cord, that's what I'm looking for. You need FRO for quick saving and buys and stuff. Quick saving and buys? Like, for what? Evening these out. Time to start disassembly, and we need to move all the switches out of the bowl, so I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, we'll move the keycaps off to the side. Just organizing the, You know what we are missing right now, guys? Blondes. Maybe get a new cable for those. See, these are blondes right now. Would a new cable enhance the quality of the sound? I'm gonna grab a candle real quick. We're going back to the Northern Pine. It has never failed me yet. Not really much. Okay. New cables fix. Old cables jank. Yeah, I mean, my current cables are actually still pretty solid. I really take care of my cables, like, for anything I use, so there's not really anything wrong with them. It's more of I just wanted a slightly higher quality, maybe a little bit bassier headphones. Specifically for gaming, like, I noticed there's a pretty heavy difference between my blondes and when I actually wear my HyperX Cloud Alphas. I just hate wearing actual headphones. I would much rather wear earbuds, like 9 times out of 10. I got tall hair, and headphones just like make me look stupid. So that's why I don't like them. F1. Oh, I've never used F1 through 3 as inventory loadout buttons in CS:GO. But why wouldn't you just use the scroll wheel? Or set it to 1, 2, and 3. But I also don't play CS:GO at all, so I am uncultured on that. Headphones or I mean earphones. Like, I prefer earphones. I don't like something going over top of my head. Just grab a bunch of these Kiwis up front here. And we will have to get something to separate Now, I really thought I had enough stuff with these 4 plus these 2 little buckets here, but apparently not. Do I have another one down in here somewhere? Not. We'll have to get the one with my other stuff in it. No, you have to buy weapons quickly in CSGO with those buttons. Don't you just buy a weapon before the round starts? Or do you buy them in mid-round? I've played CSGO like literally once ever. Actually, I don't know if I played Go. I played Source. So I don't think I've ever played CSGO. I played Source because I used to play Gary's mod a lot. Came out and it seems like a really good value, but you're gonna wait to see more reviews. Okay, makes sense. They're called Moondrop Arias. Okay. Oh, I probably should do it this way. Yeah, that sounds about right. Give me a second, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Alright, boys, we back. Okay, so E1. The headset setup I've got right now is I've got these Bose speakers plugged into my computer. Because whenever I'm not playing games, I don't like wearing headphones if I don't have to. My camera is not focusing on me. That's weird. Interesting. So I don't like wearing headphones if I don't have to. And so I normally don't. But what I do is anytime I need headphones, I just plug them into my speakers because they have a headphone jack. I call all in-ear everything is a headphone to me, so these are earphone or IEMs or whatever you want to call them, but yeah, they're just headphones to me. So yeah, that's kind of how I roll with these. So I just plug them into my headphones. Ooh, Hipio's back. Is there a spline editor button at the bottom there of a clip? But it's a pain to use. Of a clip. Can you speed ramp a transform movement? Dude, you guys are talking about some crazy looking stuff, I'll be honest. Just do the one with the spring in here. Scuffed. And actually not Larry, E1, I'll show you my setup too, actually. This is gonna be real awkward. There is my speaker with my headphones plugged in. See if we can get this reset back up how I had it. It's pretty close. Moondrop Arias are $89, but they're designed after a $200 IEM. That is what I'm looking for right there, you want. Do they have a cable? I'd assume they're cabled, right? And they're on. Are they on drop? Moondrop Aria. $79. Just got me a noise somewhere. Ooh, was that Larry joining the Discord? Got some messages in here. And announcements. Gotta break the rules while you still can, Larry. Thanks for doing it. I don't know what that noise was, actually, but... Hipio's going live with the cyberboard. Go back to the stream over here. Not drop. Whoops, it was even cheaper. Yeah, they're 79 bucks. They have a nice cable. They look pretty cool. Is it a cable that wraps around the ear? Because that to me is the most important piece. That's the whole reason why I bought IEMs to begin with. Is the cable that wraps around the ear, because I genuinely hate earbuds. They fall out my ears immediately, but if they've got the cable that goes around the ear, that's the thing that matters to me, because it actually keeps them in and helps them stay in, because they don't have that friction of, or that falling piece, I guess. With bad interfacing, you'll hear static and stuff, but you aren't when you aren't listening to anything. Okay, almost all IEMs wrap around the ear. That's what I imagined, man. I just was not sure. So what do you mean by bad interfacing? I'm not super privy on the headphones game. You only wear a wrap. Okay, wrap around your... Yeah. Okay. They also, like, with the whole... The IEM cable and the headphones that wrap around the ear, they just look a lot more expensive. than a lot of them even are. It's kind of funny because the only time I've ever seen headphones like this is like drummers for a band, and they get those like couple $1,000 professional IM headphones. It's like the only time I could think of it, and they'll have them like running down their back and stuff. DAC is digital to analog converter. Yeah, and they're everywhere. Yeah, like they're in your computer and your speakers, etc. Okay. It's like I'm familiar with a DAC, but if there's a lot of electro noise, it picks that up and makes it static. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm kind of familiar a little bit with DACs, but like I don't understand what makes a good DAC, anything like that, because you know, I've looked around on the audiophile side of Drop. Ravioli Messaluna. If you have a dedicated unit that only does one thing, it's cleaner. That makes sense. So plugging in your computer directly, you hear a ton of static noise and okay. E1, thanks for being a trooper and sticking around. I appreciate it. I really dislike when you're undoing switches and the bottom part gets stuck. The biggest difference is going from nothing to something. A $100 DAC sounds very similar to a $300 to a $500. Yeah, I feel like only big time enthusiasts that really have, I mean, they gotta have good ears and know what they're listening to really notice a major difference. Like the thing for me is like I'll get headphones like these, the blondes. I think the quality sounds great, but they lack oh, I finally got to the one switch that was lubed, because there's the film. I probably should have noticed that. Okay. Well, we'll find the rest as we go, I guess, right? Oh. Is that it? Yep. That's that. The spring is going to be impossible to find. Probably same for housing. Top housing. Whatever on that, and then the stems I don't care about. Upgraded DAC mainly not because of sound, but because of the features like remotes and other inputs and outputs. That makes sense. Yeah, dude, everybody left, man. It's just you right now. It's alright. I feel like people don't usually stick around for too long, especially because I'm not really doing anything interesting. Mostly just talking. I just figured, you know what? Why the hell not, right? I should probably just, I mean, I'm going to be doing this anyways. I didn't have a TV show or anything I wanted to watch today, so I was like, let's just let's stream the Holy Kiwis. And I'll probably end up finishing these like throughout the week, because this is going to be a decently long process. Such a lot of switches to do. We're almost halfway done with just undoing the switches. I keep throwing these in the wrong bucket. And a lot of springs. You hit the college season of Vampire Diaries yesterday? Oh, I gotta hear your opinion on that. And oof, I told you. It's like they tried to start a new show. Like, it didn't make any sense. You like the show still, but it hits different. Yeah, it's a strange Vampire Diaries, this is how all CW shows are. No, Houston up 1-0 against Shock and just tied on map 2. All right, we're pulling it up. I actually do have Overwatch League stream up. Happy is disgusting. Okay, let's get this pulled up. I'm gonna have the sound off just so I'm not like, I guess I could have the sound playing. Well, probably be annoying. Houston. Dude, Houston's coming in strong. A lot of people underrated him, I think, because a lot of people didn't believe in Piggy and who's the other tank they have? Can't remember. Klaus is in New Orleans arc, and to promote his own TV show. Yeah, because they've got the originals E1. I think the originals might have just ended too. All right, hold up. Getting another phone call. All right, I had to get the consensus on what we're ordering. Got another phone call, so figured I'd figure that out. Oh, I just did it again. Is that the lived one? Yeah, it is. Okay, we'll put these over to the side. But yeah, Jongu, yeah. I've been hearing like people were not no, I don't know if you're still here, but hearing people were like skeptical about Houston because of their tanks specifically, but I feel like overall they have a pretty good team. I think Crimzo will probably have a better year this year. Jake is on support. What? No, are you seeing this? Jake on support? What? I'm loving it. Jake is getting gameplay, dude. This is sick. E1. So we're kind of just like coming up with what we're gonna eat. Like we're getting this place called Marcella's. It's just like a fancy Italian place here in Columbus, and I've never had it before. So we're trying to figure out what we want. But their menu doesn't have imagery on it, so we're trying to figure out what we want. Yeah, Noah, dude. Jake is playing for this map. And they just sub super in too, which is cool. So, all right. So I gotta edit. I gotta get my food here. I'm gonna do this. Here we're gonna pull up browser source. No, not browser source. We want medias. No, window capture. Yes. Add new source, window capture 1, and we're gonna pull up Chrome. All right, I need help. I'm getting food, and yeah, E1's. Oh, okay, your head out. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you. You're gonna go watch the owl stream, and you'll be back after this map. Out delivering cell on the phone. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I feel you, Noah. Yeah, I'm gonna probably turn on the sound of the owl stream. Actually, I need to watch this, but I'm gonna pick out my food. Violet on DPS 2. It's over. Rip. Okay, I gotta watch this game. I gotta watch this game, dude. Shit, I gotta hurry up and pick my food. Pancetta? What is pancetta? Okay, that doesn't sound good. Spicy tomato sauce, toasted garlic, and sweet basil. Ooh, that's gluten-free. We don't want gluten-free though. Pasta your way, gluten-free. We don't. Yeah, I think that's not gluten-free though. Honestly, I might just go with the penne alla arrabbiata. We're gonna do that. Chili flakes. Hell yes, that's what we're getting. That's what we're getting, y'all. All right, we're turning this capture off, and we're gonna pause the music and turn on
one of the first.
Owl.
Yeah, is Crimzo plays Zen, so Brig Zen.
Dude, 85K watching right now. Owl is popping off.
Don't forget, Jake played Brigitte in Goats, so he goes way back to that sort of composition on this role. And in fact, yeah, he and Nikki were two of the first players to really sort of get in there. And people were very impressed with Jake, obviously switching from DPS in that setup to playing that flex support role. And no one should be doubting this guy who's been absolutely grinding higher ladder.
You know, these are already lubed, so I probably won't take these apart for right now. Just drop switches everywhere. We still got a couple more people in the viewers, so who's here? Who's all here? Who's hanging out?
Look at this poise, doesn't move a muscle on the player cam, just absolutely dialed in. Dante on the other hand is forced back, a couple of those with 3 shots.
Hey, if you're here, use ! Discord if you want to join the Ghoul Boards Discord. It is Ghoul Cafe. Okay, so we got this stuff out of the way. This is what we are building here today. Holy Kiwis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by building 10. I'm actually going to throw all of the springs into the bag lube bag. Get those out of the way.
Jake's in trouble. He gets hit with a bionic grenade, and yep, it's eventually going to be able to take him down. But Smurf invests so heavily in getting to the high ground, he eventually is taken down.
Shift them all to the bottom. And let me get this the lube real quick. Spray lube.
I mean, they invest a lot to try and get that high ground. Nano boost onto Smurf. He jumps up there, not able to really live long at all. They get Jake, but that's not really the easiest target, right? Dante and Jungu and Line are able to deal with like 3 or 4 at that moment. So players coming off the spawn. This is the shock yet again, trying to take the high ground. No Lucio, so they can't really get there fast. It's gonna take a bit.
Happy knows they're coming too. Sees him on the low ground. Okay, Dynamite eaten by Defense Matrix, but Bob is still active. He goes straight into the breach, and he'll be tending the cart for a while. This will allow Happy to safely reposition backwards. San Francisco are still racking their brains to try and find a way to break through this setup. Hi, Bob. I've missed you, buddy.
That should probably be pretty good.
He's sitting on Crimzo.
my! You love to see it. Some people just have everything. Great
Jungle.
player, good looking. Jake Lyon, take a bow. Nicely done there, dealing with Glister pushing in here, and that relieves so much of the pressure from the Outlaw.
Jake is back at it, boys. This is crazy.
Gonna have to try it again. It looks like Glister getting in, fighting a pick on the Zenyatta is not going to be their ticket to victory here.
And Jake knew that Glister was behind enemy lines. He knew he was up there.
Okay. Sorry for all that noise from the bag. It's probably obnoxious sounding.
Glister was going to try and come back for Crimzo. Tries to get a pulse bomb on a Crimzo, force out Transcendence. That's a huge win for the shot.
Far driver from Jungu. Glister's going to try this once more. Coach Gun will be a problem, and he recalls before he's knocked back by that ability. Piggy has a graviton surge available,
let me
and that's the rally. The first
get that out of the way.
Here. Smurf forced to use a primal rage, but he's hit with the Discorder now. He's inside the graviton surge. He is denied. The bouncer Piggy meets him at the door and says, "Sorry, you must be this fast to get in."
Piggy is nuts.
Whew. Find some sort of mark, but really it's just the two DPS players of San Francisco trying to find something. And they come up with very little. 30 seconds on the clock.
And we're gonna place this order.
Of being held on this first point.
And you're not seeing Violet have the same impact that he had the other day. When you're trying to play the McCree into Ash, especially with these long sight lines, it's just
skip
like
the account, just order.
Be happy playing the Widowmaker. He's just going to outrange Violet, be able to just pick him apart, do constant damage at range. So Smurf trying to get close to the cart.
No coupon code.
Side with the Outlaws.
I mean, Smurf's trying to find a way in. He's taken so much damage. Adaptive shielding already used, and he's run down by Piggy. Empty gun is removed by Crimzo, care of headshot. And San Francisco Shock have barely begun to play the game before the Outlaws shut them down. Dante, he's pleased. Let's hear from Houston in their comms.
You gotta do it after.
Oxy. Hey, it's not over. It's not over. You can full out this map. It's doable. Like, we can get choked here, so let's play really careful, really smart. Like, let's see what they're playing. We can react. We can counterpick. So don't.
Jake is a smart dude.
Millions around the world swoon collectively there as Jake again establishes some of that seniority and command. Once again, the message is the same. Guys, we can lose this map. We can be full held here. Let's focus. And there's much more game to
$9 tip.
It's a great point, though, that he makes, is that they also have the advantage of being able to go back and just counterpick with, their two main DPS players in. Seeing Violet and Glycerin on the other side, it's going to be McCree and Tracer, right? So you have an idea, and there's so many different things.
Picking up for 6 o'clock. Okay.
So it's really just what they feel the best and most comfortable playing. Jake played really strong in the brig that time, being able to protect Crimzo against Glister there was huge. Definitely deterred Glister from going back there again, trying to find the pick. It's Houston in a position, I mean, you think about it, like, Crimzo doesn't get picked off last map, right? Who knows what happens in that one final fight on
Alrighty, place that order.
Maybe win this 3-0, but in a
Alright, so now we got to get the lube set up.
White knuckle grip for San Francisco on their peripherals as they're now fighting to stay in this map and avoid being on the wrong end.
I'm just gonna get 2 rails this time. This way I can do
San Francisco must believe the
up to 20 at once if I want to.
Competition's gotten bigger. Yeah, to get the Ana up here on the high ground, being able to just poke, do some damage is Dante will play the Echo here. So
Just realized the candle was probably making this thing hella hot.
He can beat you on this McCree. You saw him do it yesterday. Just see if he can do it again. In that first half, he was really a non-factor.
Violet being outranged here as well. He has to deal with that Ana in that back corner. And the Echo constantly looking for him here. Everybody looking for Violet. He has to abscond pretty quickly. But Glister's already gone down. Bites off a little bit more than he can chew. The rest of the Shock were already in full-scale retreat. And he was left on his own.
This might be over quick, man.
Bye.
That Troy, he would have dropped at the hands of Dante anyway. But Dante Jake getting in the mix. See how strong his Echo is with the focusing beam, just putting down damage.
That, I mean, this is gonna be over, Matt.
Yeah, this is one-sided.
Empty God is down. I mean, Glister tries to touch the point there, but that's about all she wrote. The Outlaws deliver a stunning suplex to the Shock here on Dorado. And they go up 2-0 in this series after a draw, which could quite easily have gone their way too. Not many mistakes being made by this Texan squad, and the Shock, they look like they have no idea how to stop this. They try the secret weapon. Violet comes in at DPS, and it is not enough to stop the Outlaws.
I mean, the two maps that the Outlaws have won have been blowouts. With Li Jiang, there were some close points, but really just dominating. It felt like from the Outlaws, and then this one as well, being able to get like a
Alrighty.
pretty much, not even allowing them to get that first checkpoint, then just cruising on their offensive side. It's a really good performance from the Outlaws. One map away. Can you close out the shock though? That's the thing, right? Back-to-back champs. Can you close them out?
Absolutely. If you're Junk Buck and Harsha, you're hoping that the students can surpass the mastery.
We gotta get some. Yeah, dude. No, that was a whopping right there. That was not even close. Digging out some napkins from the trash can that I did not use. I just threw them away because I didn't want them. Yeah, dude, Jake is such a good player, man. I'm glad he's actually getting playtime, because the way they made it sounded like he wasn't gonna get playtime, like he was just on the team just in case. But I'm glad he's actually playing. Dude's a nut. Let's stir this up a little bit. Wipe that off there. Yeah, dude, Jake's insane. This is a crazy, this is gonna be a crazy match, man. Dude, Houston might 3-0 shock. What a strange. I mean, maybe we were overrating the shock to begin with, but yesterday they looked insane. But they were playing Gladiators, who are down 0-2 right now, so. It's a kind of a strange one going on though. Clean out some of this. You think it'll work perfect for him? Plays Brig and then Juby plays Lucio? Yeah. So is Juby like actually? I know you said yesterday you think he's actually pretty good, but like you're saying like he definitely is like an owl contender for like being one of the better players in the league on a mid support. He's like a step up from Brig, from Big Goose, but lower than Moth. Okay, I mean, yeah, I mean Big Goose is pretty good too, though. Like, so I mean, so he's definitely an owl caliber player that can be a difference maker. I think is what you're making it sound like. A little bit too much on that one. From what you've seen, that's just Lucio. Yeah, that's true. Lucio does fall out of meta every once in a while, especially an owl. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to have Dante and Jake on a team though for a leader. That's like so much team leadership. It's insane. Noah, did you see the clip yesterday of FD God rushing down Bird Ring? it was pretty. I would have been so upset if I was Bird Ring. We'll put it that way.
Despite their best efforts, the Chengdu Hunters are Chengdan.
He's charged up. There's another graviton surge. He doesn't even need it to connect. You'll fall by the hand of a former comrade. And 2 Decay.
And also, dude, the Korean, the APAC region has kind of gotten mixed up this week, dude. Today. Been some crazy stuff going on. Yeah, dude. All right, no, I'm gonna send you this clip. Now, I will say, the McCree Lucio duel is not a good duel unless you have your stun, but it was pretty bad.
Not looking competitive. Yeah. In this Danny does not buy into stats. He does not buy into scrimbucks. He just believes in the Danny Lim. Yeah, he just buys into Danny Lim.
Oh, it was on Shock's story yesterday. It's gone now. I sent it to Dave, but yeah, he straight up rushed down Bird Ring and like whooped him. It was pretty bad.
Mayhem, Atlanta, a lot of the Justice, a lot of these other teams, but they're quickly making people a believer. You know, the tank line looks incredible. Dante plus Happy. You know, you can mix in hydration there too. Looks really nice. Now that we see Jake on the brick, you know, coming back in. I saw one tweet that was like from ages ago where Jake was like, yeah, that's the last brig I'll ever play. Well, guess I'll have to go back and revisit that one. But Juby will come back in for Jake here as we go into Anubis. But the Outlaws have looked really strong, man. This is a team that you want to see them kind of continue down this path because they're really a newly formed team. Like, they can get much better.
Absolutely. Those synergies are only just beginning to be developed. And, you know, we hear a ton about the coaching staff on this team now and how the Outlaws have really made big investments in making sure that, like, the foundation that they build these season campaigns on is improving. This is incredibly impressive. You know, Juby being relatively new to playing at this particular level. Despite that fact, the backline of this team looks extremely stable, very solid. Crimzo was obviously, you know, a player that sort of definitely showed up in contenders a lot. You know, represented Canada very well.
I'm low-key thinking about staying up till 5 a.m. to watch the NYXL first match next week.
Just did not operate well around him. Ask him about how Dallas Field was with Decay. He'll tell you all about it, I'm sure. But he now looks like he's in a structure where he seems to have some pull in terms of, you know, calling and how these fights go. He's setting up a lot of these incredibly good amplification matrix fights. He was definitely hyped up as more of this sick Ana player, but his Baptiste has been absolutely on point. The amount of times he's picked off Violet or he's picked off one of the Shock players has been very, very impressive. He is so active on that battle.
And they have a great, we mentioned, you know, Junkbuck and Harsha, but you throw Jake in there, right? As somebody who just knows the game extremely well, knows how to get the most out of a team and teammates in general. And then also kind of Cool Matt just leading the whole ship now, right? It's like the GM, like somebody who's played in the league.
Oh, Cool Matt's the GM? I didn't know that. Good for Cool Matt, man.
Look at this Happy versus Striker McCree stats for this match, and Striker, one of the best players in the world. You look at him as like the best tracer in the world. A lot of people say, you know, fantastic on the McCree, the Widowmaker. Happy making a name for himself today.
Yeah, Striker getting absolutely ragdolled. And by the way, 10k damage per 10 minutes is like a benchmark of a very solid DPS performance. So the fact that Happy has exceeded that by, you know, 30% or so is incredibly impressive. He is gapping the heck out of Striker right now on his McCree roll.
Yeah, Happy. Who does NYXL play? Good question. I'm gonna pull up a
Just as Jake said in that comment,
Odub app.
not done yet. This can go wrong. We need to finish the
I
job.
think it's a game they should win from what they play Chengdu, which Chengdu apparently looks really good right now. So
Take a look at the Shock lineup for this one. It'll be Striker and Nero back in on DPS, Super back in for tank, and then Violet on the support. It's difficult to put these championship teams away in these series, especially one like the Shock, where Yeah, do you think they want to, the first week of the season, come out and get swept by the Outlaws, who like traditionally as a franchise have just been kind of like all over the place? Obviously, completely new team, but still, like it's not the way that the Shock want their season to start. They definitely want to just obviously try and come back in this series, but even if they don't, at least try and make it competitive, right? Where thus far, you've really seen the Outlaws control most of it.
Dude, Owls got me out here wanting to play Overwatch again, but
familiar with being in this position. Again,
it'll probably be pretty late if I get on tonight.
some kinks that need to be worked out. You know,
Well, I mean, it's not gonna be like that late. It'll just be like between 12 and 1, like normal.
It seems that they crumble a little bit quick. That lack of stability definitely has cost them multiple occasions over these two maps. They did well to hang in there on Blizzard World, but it was that trademark aggression that actually netted them the draw on that particular map, being able to find a key pick on Crimzo there. I mean, it is hunting season for Batistas right now in this particular meta, so both Crimzo and Violet had best keep their wits about them right now, because Happy looks like he's going to come out on the Hanzo here, San Francisco, with the McCree and the Mate.
I was going to say, another good map that you can play Hanzo, right? Control the high ground. Also just a ton of damage up close. Dante puts an interesting make wall to just kind of protect them as they come on in, so probably have to wait for that cooldown to come up before you want to kick off a fight.
Nero needs to nail this. He absolutely needs to separate Jungkook from the rest of his team here, but look at this. I mean, the Outlaws are trying to bait this May wall out. They get Violet. That's that first pick they were looking for. Oh no, this is terrible for San Francisco.
Bro, Violet throwing today.
Attempted to be thrown up there by Nero, but he's shut down. Happy found Striker. Happy finds FD God. Happy finds San Francisco.
I mean, that's already point one.
I mean, how many times on the Hanzo, or even the McCree, he found like the first kickoff in a fight, and a lot of the time he's found Violet. You know, you find you're able to get one. You get 2 kills at the beginning of the fight. You look at that, it's like tremendous. Happy starting these fights off, getting like the first.
That's such a cool like. Let's see that on camera.
Taking out another player in the process.
Do a slide, do a slide.
Point 8 taken. Basically, he's got a Dragon Strike. This could be really bad for San Francisco.
We got bottom housings. We need to get springs on here.
To try and find a way to stay safe, or at least to be effective while being a little bit more passive. Because frankly, their positioning from prior has been hurting them. Super now extremely aware. He could be looking at an amplification matrix. Any number of key ultimates could be leveraged at him right now. Here's the first of them. The Dragon cuts off the left-hand side. That actually cuts off a couple San Francisco players for a time, but the Outlaws aren't able to do anything with it. Juby finds FD God, though, and it could be all falling apart now. The San Francisco shot busts. It's careening off a bridge. Violet down. No healing. Super.
Bro, Juby.
With a lack of defensive stats with some pure aggression, but that's just not going to get the job done. Houston Outlaws, too good for that stuff right now. A new era, perhaps, for this Texas team, and San Francisco Shock laid low.
As Juby picks off FD God at the beginning, you had another pick, I believe it was Happy again, onto Violet, as the Outlaws are trying to set like a record time here, potentially.
Okay.
47 in the bank here. No D whatsoever from San Francisco. They get rolled over by Houston.
That is a haymaker to start the map. You know, you already come off the back of losing a very one-sided Dorado. Point A, you know, you try to set up this May wall, but it looks like there's a real coaching element there to Houston. They're like, we know Nero's waiting to wall us. So what we're going to do is pressure Trigoven here by just freezing him on the left-hand side. Now, we can actually focus our attention on this off-angle Diva, you know, and maybe force Nero out of Super rather out of position.
No, dude. You probably went off and started watching this again, because this you should if you're not, because this is insane.
Yeah, they got. I mean, it's easy to say they have to keep the supports alive. Let's take a look at Happy's POV. It's easier said than done though when you have a player playing like this. And I believe he just goes right over the top. Yep. Takes out Striker. I mean, yeah, there's nothing that can happen at this moment, right? He's just got the high ground control as Hanzo.
Oh, the flip! Yeah, dude. Happy gets a 5K.
That's 5 right there from Happy. What's interesting too, and I'll be, it's definitely something I want to watch as the Shock season moves on. You know, with how good Happy has played today on the hit scan and Hanzo specifically, you would have said another player who you were really looking out for to have this type of performance coming from APAC to NA. It would have been something like Blister on the Shock. We just haven't seen him get that much run. Blister, a tremendous player last year for London. It'll be interesting how the Shock try and incorporate him more as time goes on.
But before they even think about that, Matt, San Francisco need to try to find a way to get something out of this series.
Just listening here because you'll watch some tonight because it's so quick. Happy, dude, yeah, Happy actually just got the 5K just to open the map, and then Juby gets the kill onto FD God to open up the second point, and then they just rolled it there.
Junku goes down, Violet's immortality field is removed though, and that's where Happy and Dante, they strike, and they go straight for the jugular. San Francisco running a little bit low in that thing called gas here, and Happy has got all the explosives he needs. Striker may as well be flammable at this rate. Coach Gun knocks Happy back out of the scrutiny of Nero. Another big headshot, and this man, he don't miss. He's just Bill Dipley, Matt.
He's out at the choke fighting, and you see the shot. That's how they kind of have to play this, though. Like, they're playing this rush style double bubble in for the Outlaws. They're basically just using the speed boost with the Lucio from FD.
Dude, yeah, this is nuts.
Wherever they can. They finally pick up enough kills to move their way onto the point. Coming into the next fight, Shock will have some ultimates, potentially try and take point B with a very good time. Blizzard, Deadeye, Shatter, Amp Matrix, Sound Barrier.
So Shock did cap point with a good amount of time.
Trying to set an even better time, most likely.
And there it is, Matt. Echoes of that San Francisco supremacy of the last 2 years. They find it when they really need it. They need to get the job done here, though, on the map and sort of make it competitive in terms of these time banks. Punish Houston maybe for getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Here's an immortality field. And Matrix from Violet. Dante's going to get rid of that pretty early on. The duplication of the McCree. Are you out of your mind? I don't know if Dante intended that. Yeah. He falls straight into the open arms of Super and gets clapped as a result. Graviton Surge comes a little bit late in the day, and the Blizzard is zone off in Sport. Nero can handle these two on his own. Crimzo is down. Happy can't do too much more, but try and disco dance on the point. Juby removed by Violet here. Happy tries to get over the wall, but won't get there, and here we go.
They don't beat the time, but they're getting damn close, Noah. It's like 4 minutes and 30 seconds is what they're about to get. Yep. So both teams have 2 minutes and 10 seconds in OT. Why is it only 2 minutes? They have 4 minutes left. I'm kind of confused. Maybe I don't know how this stuff works anymore. I don't know.
The Shock just had so many ultimates going into that B point where there was nothing that the Outlaws could really do. They had no big support ultimate right now, running a Lucio, so you don't have like a sound barrier or something to keep you alive through that. The Shock had everything. I wonder what would have happened maybe if Dante actually got the right target. I don't think he probably wanted the Rhine to come down and like swing Fire Strike, maybe try and get a shatter out of that. But still, I don't think it makes a difference in terms of winning that fight because there was so much more for the Shock to work with.
But again, it's this unbridled aggression that they bring in. It looks less systematic, actually, than the Outlaws' approach to attacking Matt, where, you know, Happy just sort of lines them up and they just sort of pressure around an early May wall. Here at San Francisco, go in, they say, we have to find these key targets. They're playing Echo, so if we act quickly, Dante won't be able to get back and help out the rest of the squad before we burst through it. They're able to do that. They get that pick on Jungu first, right, by just, like, busting on in there. Now they have to run it back again. They're on the attack once more. The composition is the same. San Francisco, this is where they make their case to stay alive.
Yeah, and I think what they have to do is when they see this Hanzo pick, no, when they go left side, let's say, Happy's going to try and control that high ground space. They can't allow him to just stay up there and free fire. Like, Choi probably has to go up there, you know, push him down, deal with it a little bit. Or that they just use the speed boost and just run right through the front line, you know? That's also another option. So let's see what they decide to do here, the Shock.
Yeah, they can't afford a war of attrition, but the wall gets put in the way. Jungu is still sectioned off for the time being, but Choi Tobin gets the immortality field. Jungu backs up, Juby could be in danger here. Choi doesn't quite know where he wants to go, but Dante is claimed by FD God. If it's not Choi, it's someone else with that trademark aggression from San Francisco, and they bump it on the Outlaws.
That's exactly what they need to do. Just bully them out. If he's going to play the Hun zone, try and go for the off angles, try and get these picks at the start.
Okay, so Shock just capped, a minute left, so it was a 1 minute attack, pretty good for them.
That'll be a .8 take here for the Shock. Amp Matrix available, Shatter too. So let's see, they'll probably start with the same type of motion they used the last time. Get to the corner by the point, use the Amp Matrix, force them around the pole. get some point position, then maybe it's just super with like a shatter jumping around the corner.
Lesson learned by the Shock, man. If it's gonna happen for them, it has to happen quickly. Violet moves up. You think Air Matrix here? Yep, let's send it to the point. Quick Maywall. This might buy the Outlaws the space to get away, but they've kind of put themselves into a corner here. Super doesn't want to push. It's too dangerous with a Reinhardt and a Maybe. Jungu is low. He's low. They need to heal him up. Crimzo, he throws down the amplification matrix, but he's knocked to the ground. At San Francisco, they've come up with the goods. Self-destruct over the top here. Doesn't claim anyone. Super and Shuikoven still healthy. It's Happy's Dragons to buy a little bit of space here. He's able to get Striker as well. Surely not.
Happy popping off, dude.
So much. He gets Shuikoven low. Super's also very hardly hanging on in this fight. Happy now dealing with FD gone over the top, and the Outlaws have found a way back in. I cannot believe they managed to do this.
Self-destruct from Choi is not gonna get
No, Happy just like basically turned the entire fight. Like they were about to lose point 2, and Happy's like, all right, psych. Well, Jongu and Piggy came in huge too.
To be able to hold, and it's going to be almost impossible for the Shock. Blizzard Shatter here available for Houston.
Yep. Yeah, Houston's got Blizzard and Shatter. Shock has High Noon. That's a.
Then Happy on the Hanzo, another Dragon Strike available for him. I cannot believe how quickly he's generated it. Here we go. FD God goes to
Yeah, and Happy has.
to separate Jungu from the rest of his team. It doesn't work. He'll be waiting around the corner with the welcome mat and an Earth Shatter now. Blizzard eaten up. Choihoven, nicely done here. There's more to happen here though, when Jungu's in trouble. He's calling for help.
Jungu's about to go down though. Shock might be able to do this.
He steps back. He can't get away. Nero runs him down.
Okay, they get super. They get super trade. And Choi's going down. He's demeched, but he got the kill on Dante. Happy just got the 4K. Oh, the 5K. Happy 5K.
To put San Francisco 6 feet under.
No, dude. Happy is having a day.
He's able to not just get like the most valuable kills there are, but like basically just wipe the team.
Again, that one there's with plenty of assistance, but there's some solo kill action here. Striker gets absolutely belted. Everyone's lining up for Happy, and that amplification matrix means that he doesn't even need to get headshots, man. That's messed up. Happy's like, here, hold this dookie for me, baby.
Jeez.
Just insane, man. Insane performance here from Happy today. It is so good to be back. It's been way too long, man. Just being able to watch these games. So the Shock, so in all that craziness, the Shock do get point A and they get 85% on point B. So very much still alive. Although the heroics come in at the end, but let's see. Does Houston have magic here on offense to get A and B with 2:10 on the clock?
It's still a big ask, despite the heroics there of Happy. That doesn't erase the fact that San Francisco had a fantastic point A attack to get themselves in position to potentially, finish the map once more. Houston, again, they need to follow the trend. They've been setting of one-upping San Francisco at every turn, and they will take a similar approach here. Keep an eye on Happy. He's up in the archers right now.
It's the same type of thing, though. He got that high ground the last time. This is good, though, from the Shock. This is what you want to see. Get aggressive. Don't allow him to just set up there on that high ground and start getting picks.
Good Maywall there from the Outlaws, but it's not enough. Jungu gets crushed here as the entirety of the Shock just lean into them. Crimso's able to get rid of FD God. Unlikely to be an issue as he can get back into the fight quickly. And Juby, he's getting out of dodge.
And that's the way they have to play it, though. If he's going to take that high ground, try and go for that perch and kind of look over the top, they have to play aggressive. Take the fight to Houston. Don't let him start to get these picks.
FD God has returned as we knew he would. 1 minute 14 on the clock for Houston. They've got to pay off Happy's heroics in that previous defense here. Looking to end the series now. San Francisco, again, digging their heels in. Super's close to a shatter. Jungu, not so much. Again, off-angle play from the Reinhardt this time. Happy is looking for that all-important first pick. FD God takes the hit. Amplification matrix from Violet now. Immortality field had to be used pretty early. Jungu is low. Dante looks no better. Happy, he's going to have to flank around. Go for a more direct approach here as the Shock take the foot off the gas for a moment.
Good Maywall here. Amp Matrix and Maywall comes in from Nero too. Just
No picks. Okay, Dante gets Violet. That's huge. That's the entry. That's the entry. FD God gets a B.
Juby had a sound barrier
Juby
on
gets
his
his
own,
beat.
but the Blizzard
Mayalt
is
comes
up.
out.
He gets caught in that one. No escape.
Nero is about to get Mayalt,
But not removed, so it'll be a long time before the Diva properly gets functionally back into
but he
the
doesn't
fight.
use it. Okay.
They'll head to the point
So
here.
they're not going to be able to steamroll this next point most likely though.
Problems from the periphery, but it's just not enough. Not enough elbow grease here to interrupt the Outlaws. They'll at least get this point, and they'll have a shot, Matt, at trying to win the map.
Yeah, but I mean, they have almost nothing to work with. Deadeye, Blizzard, self-destruct, probably a shatter with how the fight will kick off for San Francisco. Unless it's a massive shatter from Jengu and a huge self-destruct from Piggy. The shot in a great spot to win this map.
Crimzo though, and Matrix is definitely on the cards. He just doesn't have a lot of time to build it up right now. 10 seconds, and Jungu is at the 4. Maywall, Deadeye, pressure on Jungu. Striker falls back into the corner, and here's that Blizzard from Nero. Who gets caught in it? Juby goes around the point now. Jungu's frozen. He's down. He had the shatter. It's no good. Super falls to Happy, but the Shock have the numbers advantage. Dragon strike to the point late.
That should be a Shock map win though.
Violet fires up now behind his Ant Matrix. He says no. And San Francisco Shock hold on, and I mean it only just. And they're going to send this to a 5th map.
This series is gonna. I feel like we're in for a long run.
Hey, what's up, hey bros? How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Ollie, bro, do you add people in Pogo? I mean, I can add you in Pogo if you want, Ollie. I don't play like a consistent amount by any means, not anymore at least. It's something I might get back into. Bros, what's playing in the background? So the background, I'm watching the Houston Outlaws versus San Francisco Shock Overwatch League match. This is the opening weekend, so this is an insane match going on right now. So if it's a little loud or something, I can turn down the sound or something.
Coca-Cola is the official refreshment of the Overwatch League.
Yeah, dude. Pogo is definitely a phase game for me. Like usually during the summers when when it's nice out, and like what I would do is I would go out to Ohio State campus, and there would just be huge crews of people, like 40 people rushing around from what's it called, from raid to raid on raid days. I would go on like the days where you would have extra amount of raids or whatever, like if you have like an hour, 2 hours or whatever. And then yeah, hey bros, it is Overwatch. If you're familiar with Overwatch at all, it's a FPS game, like a hero based FPS game, and it's their pro league just started. And then Ollie, is Dante playing? I'm pretty sure Dante played that last match. He's been playing like the whole series. Houston's actually winning right now. It's kind of insane. So you're kind of new to keyboards and you already have a keyboard but want to build one. Should you build one or just keep the one you have right now? Bros, that's a good question. It ultimately comes down to what you want out of your keyboard. If you're trying to get into a hobby, look to do some sort of enthusiast stuff, or if you're just like you want a nicer board, like a nicer, higher quality board, in that case I would recommend building one. It's the same kind of deal with like buying a gaming PC versus building a gaming PC, right? The idea is you're just gonna get a slightly more custom and potentially higher quality for I guess PC in that range. But if you're doing a keyboard, you'll get a higher quality keyboard. Now, if you aren't somebody who necessarily is like you don't really care how good it feels or anything like that, then I wouldn't recommend it because it's going to cost you a decent amount of money. When I started, my first keyboard that I bought that I was going to build for myself was an ID80. I think they go for somewhere in the ballpark of somewhere to $130 to $180 now. And that's just the case. Well, it's the case, the PCB. It comes with everything except keycaps and switches.
Barely. No, but it's a championship-like performance, right? Where your back's against the wall.
But Ollie, yeah.
The Outlaws, they fire right
Yeah,
back.
Dante used to play for Shock, and now he's playing for Houston. Last year was his first year in Houston, and he is insane in this right now. Used to play Minecraft with him, and then went pro Overwatch. That's kind of sick, though. That's kind of sick.
The other three, though, no, well, Strike obviously last year, but Nero and FD got new to this, right? It's a little bit different for them. Next map will be
I wish I could say I was friends with some. All right, bro, gotta go. Hey, thanks for stopping by, bros, man. Hit that sub button. I stream relatively frequently, like maybe once a week or once every other week. Usually doing other keyboard stuff. So if you got any questions, just feel free to stop by.
The ability to win 3 control maps just feels kind of weird, in a sense. So Game 6 has actually been changed this year to Escort. So if we do see that Game 6, it'll be an Escort and it'll be Havana.
There you go, obviously.
So why is this Holy Panda a gold spring?
Because it can't be drawn. Escort, obviously, in a similar way, it's very, very, very
Strange.
That's pretty unlikely to happen. Oasis, though, is going to be our control map, Matt. And the Houston Outlaws, I mean, they brought hydration in the first map of the series, right? So Doomfist or a bunch of different stuff from him. No substitutions for either team now, so this is definitely a double down by both rosters.
Yeah, Dante's still playing Ollie, and you could just hear them say his name too. But
both these teams have played the rush with the Reinhardt.
Dante's absolutely cracked, by the way. He's a very good player.
I saw Striker say in the chat that he was frustrated that Hanzo keeps killing him. And Happy was like, I'm just not good at McCree, which is an absolute lie.
Definitely
with how he's played today, that is a lie. Like
that is 100% a falsehood. Sorry, Happy. Yeah, we like a little bit of humility around here. Well, I mean, not me personally, but we as in like a collective community.
Oh, we knew that. You didn't even say that.
Yeah, he's a sick dude. Haven't talked to him since he played Minecraft. Don't even know if he remembers you at all. So you changed your name like 3 times. You used to play quite a bit, but it's been like 4 years. Oh, he probably would remember you if you like had your old name or reference your old name or something. But I'm sure he's been doing like, I mean, he's busy, man, because you know, playing professional esports is like, I mean, they're literally like working, you know, practicing whatever, quote unquote, like for 10 hours a day at least, if not more, and then they go and play more. You've never played Overwatch, so you don't know if he's good or bad. Oh, okay. Well, I would highly recommend Overwatch. It's only a $20 game on PC if you play PC games, which sounds like you do because of Minecraft. Great game. I've been playing it for like 4 years, so 3 or 4 years. I love it. But yeah, Dante is an absolute nut. He's real good.
The Shock are starting to feel it a little bit now, Mitch. They're starting to play that aggressive style and play aggressive as a unit, right? Not have like an FD got to go on his own a little bit, or a Violet, let's say, go off on an angle. Starting to play, you see how everybody's just kind of clumped together, so close together, playing as a unit. So probably be Dante trying to go for a little bit of a back half here, and the Shock are just gonna have somebody go back.
And so Overwatch 2 should be coming out like sometime next year, I think. And there's a lot of people that think that regular Overwatch 1 might go to free to play around that time too. You gotta go. Thanks for talking. Yeah, hey, thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for coming back.
2 fights, 2 big Shock wins.
What a great point, Matt. I mean, you get caught in the open against the Baptiste ultimate as Houston's composition, and you have nowhere to go. You can try and speed out of there, but they're trying to hide behind these little
Well,
cards.
we got anybody still chilling in here? Looks like you guys are both leaving. I think I'm going to go ahead and close out the stream, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to finish up these switches and then get ready for dinner. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for stopping